The Australian actress Diane Cilento was the leading lady for some of Hollywood's biggest stars. And while she made a name for herself as an Oscar nominee and one of her most memorable roles as Mrs. James Bond, she always said she wanted to be remembered for much more than that. The 79-year-old has died in Cairns after a long battle with cancer. Adrian Rochelle takes a look back at her life.
Diane Cilento shot to fame as a vixen in the groundbreaking movie Tom Jones and earned an Oscar nomination.
Why haven't you been to see me before this, Tom?
A very big part of our life will be missing. She was infuriating, wonderful, exasperating, a genius, and those are just things you can't replace.
Cilento also starred with Charlton Heston and Paul Newman.
The thing that I most remember from her on screen is that she was strikingly beautiful. She had a very deep, husky voice. It was a gorgeous voice.
As a child, she was never afraid to speak her mind.
I actually was a delinquent, and I was sent to school in New York because my dad was there in the United Nations, and I had been from school.
Perhaps her most famous role was as the wife of Sean Connery, but it wasn't to last.
He didn't want me to work. I mean, it was just pretty uncomfortable, the whole thing. I mean, he did go through a terribly bad period of not really knowing who he was, as nobody ever called him Sean. They called him, James, or... It was hard. It was hard. But then I went away.
Diane Cilento went back to Australia, where she set up Karnak, a spiritual retreat north of Cairns. There she fulfilled her dream of a theatre in the rainforest, almost bankrupted by a vicious legal battle over the estate of her third husband.
It's all grist to the mill, isn't it? I mean, it's all a wonderful unfolding of new and extraordinary things every day. I think that's the best thing about life. Otherwise, you might as well roll over than get out of it.